Can you believe it, Carolina? Playoff football is back for your Panthers, and you're watching Panthers Today by Chat Sports, our first video on the channel. And what better way to kick things off by previewing the wild card matchup this weekend between Carolina and the Los Angeles Rams, a matchup that happened earlier this season. Straight fireworks in that one. I'm expecting similar things on Saturday. You're watching Panthers Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Tyler Smith, and this is a brand new Carolina Panthers channel for your YouTube feed. Whatever the latest news or rumors are about your Panthers, we're going to cover it right here on the channel, and we need your help growing this thing. So go down below, hit that thumbs up icon, comment down below what you think, and help us get to 100 subscribers on the channel. Currently at 73, just need 27 more members of the Panthers fans to go down below and hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on as well so you never miss a moment surrounding your Carolina Panthers here. All right, so let's get to this wild card opponent here in the LA Rams. Finished with a 12-5 record, but at the beginning of the year, through 11 weeks, they were looking like the Super Bowl favorites. Started 9-2, but kind of sputtered at the end of the year. 3-3 over their last 6 weeks, and that kind of losing edge for the Rams began when Carolina beat them in Week 13, 31-28. But one thing is true. This Rams team is talented, and specifically at the quarterback spot, they have the favorite to win MVP in Matt Stafford. But you guys know all that at this point. They got Puka Nacua, they got Davante Adams, they got Kyren Williams. I mean, they got a lot of talent on this Rams team, so this is going to be a tough test, no doubt about it. Let's talk about the Rams and their injury report real quick, because I mentioned Davante Adams. It looks like he's going to be back as he's been dealing with a hamstring injury, has missed the last 5 games, and the Rams offense just has not looked the same without him in the lineup. Terrence Ferguson dealing with a hamstring injury. We'll list him as questionable for right now. Jordan Whittington with a knee, he's going to be questionable, as well as Josh Wallace, the corner, and Kevin Dotson, the offensive guard, both dealing with ankle injuries there for Los Angeles. So some pretty key players on the Rams injury report early this week. The Panthers, on the other hand, not as impactful, I would say. You got Claudin Sherrillis dealing with a calf and ankle injury. He didn't practice all of last week. We'll see if he's able to go here. Chris Barnes dealing with a back injury too, so some depth being tested at the off-ball backer spot. Turk Wharton, he's dealing with the hamstring. Hasn't played since that Rams game back on November 30th. Hopefully they can get him back this week. And then David Moore and Robert Hunt, your guys who were on IR basically the entire season. Their practice windows have been opened, and they have the potential to play this week as well. Getting Robert Hunt back would be massive for this Panther offensive line. Now, quickly before we move on, I got a player to watch for this one. It's Tet McMillan, man. He's an absolute dog and a game changer for this Panther offense. Over 1,000 yards this season, the most yards by any rookie in the NFL this year, and the most receiving yards by a Panthers rookie all time. 27 big plays for the man, 7 touchdowns. He's a legit player, and he's going to have to go out there and make legit plays if the Panthers want to win this game. Now, coming up next, my 3 keys to victory. How do the Panthers recreate what they did in Week 13 and come out victorious against the Rams? Move on to that divisional round. That around the corner. First, I got to tell you guys who you got in this one. Comment down below. I want to see the comment section flooded with CARs. If you're rooting on the Panthers, let me hear you down in the comment section. But if you're a Rams fan coming across this video, you can comment down below as well. All right, so my number 1 key to victory. The reason that the Panthers were able to beat the Rams in Week 13, and I think the big reason that they'll be able to win this game, is if things go right for Bryce Young. If the environment around Bryce Young is in a good spot, if he feels comfortable out there, then that's only going to make this an easier win for Carolina. In Week 13, Bryce Young had one of his lower passing volume games of the season. Only 20 attempts on the day, but he converted on 15 of them, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. One of the better games of Bryce Young's career, if we're being honest. Only had a 29.6 pressure rate in that game, so he was really, really well protected. And all 3 touchdowns that he threw in that one came from a clean pocket. So things were nice back there in the backfield for Bryce Young. He wasn't facing heavy pressure from guys like Jared Verse and company. So if that stuff continues, then the Panthers are going to have a better time. And the thing in Week 13 that really gave Carolina the edge was the big-time money downs. Bryce Young on 3rd and 4th down in that Panther win over the Rams, he was 8 for 10 for $162 and all 3 touchdowns. Now, all 3 touchdowns came with a clean pocket, so a couple things got to go right. Offensive line's got to be playing well. Bryce has got to be on time, and he's got to make these big plays when it counts. Key to victory number 2, force them into mistakes again. Matt Stafford turned the ball over not once, not twice, but 3 times against Carolina in Week 13. Now, Stafford, I think, has been vulnerable dating all the way back to that time. You saw against the Atlanta Falcons in Week 17, he threw another 3 interceptions. I don't necessarily anticipate that he turns the ball over 3 times again, but can you get 1? Can you get 2? J.C. Horn, can you go make a play on the football? And then maybe you could force a fumble from one of their running backs in Kyren Williams, who we know kind of has a little bit of a fumbling issue, a ball security issue there. How about Derek Brown goes in there, shoots the gap, gets behind the line, and makes Kyren Williams cough it up? That's going to be the way that the Panthers win this game. Turnovers, getting short fields. Like, I don't think Carolina's going to go and have multiple 80-yard drives up and down the field if they want to beat this Rams team. They're going to have to turn them over. They're going to have to muddy this game up, and if they don't, it could be a long day. Key to victory number 3, though. Nothing necessarily X's and O's wise here, but the Panthers are the biggest underdogs in the opening week of the postseason, and it's by a lot. They're 10.5-point underdogs. So how about you embrace that? They have nothing to lose. The Panthers are playing with house money here. This is a rebuild. It's year 2 of the coaching regime, and they go out there and win the division. And I know a lot of people have given the Panthers flack. Look at this point differential, -69. Well, the 2004 Rams were worse. The 2011 Broncos were worse. The 2010 Seahawks were worse in terms of point differential. What do all these 3 teams have in common? They won in Wild Card weekend. If you remember these 2 specifically, that's Tebow to Demaryius Thomas against the Steelers, and that's the Beastquake against the Saints for the Seattle Seahawks. So, crazy things can happen with these teams that shouldn't have made the playoffs. How about the Panthers go and prove everybody wrong there? Predict a score for me down in the comment section right now. Panthers, Rams, who wins, and by how much? I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section. My prediction, Panthers win 24-21. Yes, I believe the Panthers are going to go out there and get the win. Force a couple of turnovers. Bryce plays good with a clean pocket, and they come out victorious and move on to the divisional round, maybe even hosting another playoff game. We'll see if that ends up happening. Make sure you are subscribed, though, because we're going to be bringing you guys even more Panthers content as we get closer and closer to the wild card matchup. Just need 27 more subs to get to 100. We'll see you guys next video, and as always, keep pounding.